I'm JoAnneh Nagler, author of The Debt-Free Spending Plan.
And I'm Misty Barnes, author of Forgive Us Our Debts, Please.
So we're just having this little conversation about what's sexy about living debt-free, and then we're talking about, well, what's not sexy about living debt-free. And certainly when you're dating or when you're with somebody intimately, being around somebody who's stressed out by debt is not sexy.
No.
Being around somebody who's pressured all the time about money, who's worried all the time, not sexy.
Definitely
Would you agree?
not. I would agree. I think there's probably nothing less sexy than a man in debt and a lot of debt.
And we both spent time in LA too, where it's just as likely that you're going to run into somebody who's got $400,000 in the bank as somebody who's got $400,000 in credit card debt for making their first film, right?
Right. Yes, and you run across a lot of people like that in a town like Los Angeles because there's a lot of creatives.
Right.
So my answer is never date a creative guy. Only date really boring like accountants. That's usually the best way to go. If he has no money, that's probably not a good idea. But I know I'm not sexy when I'm in debt.
No, hell no, I'm not sexy at all. I mean,
I think you're sexy. But
thank you, honey.
You're not in debt anymore.
That's true. And when I was, let me tell you, when the shit was hitting the fan and I was falling on my face, I had hives, I couldn't sleep. I was, attached to the computer because I was so fearful about finding the right job, and I was not sexy.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah. There's something about a freedom when you're just able to be present. And if you're constantly thinking about money, you're not present and you're not in your skin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, that whole thought, too, that you can go out on a solvent date, that you can create the space in your life for romance by living within your means so that there's no pressure on the date. There's no pressure on the experience of, even when you're married, we date all the time. Right? But it's just creating that space for love and sex and openness by having a firm foundation of good financial strength under your...
And if that firm foundation is built on cash, like under the bed, man, it's amazing. That's the best kind there is. I'm Misty Barnes. Check me out on lightstepper.com.
Hi, JoAnneh Nagler, debtfreespendingplan.com. Thanks for joining us.